For the last several years, we have been talking about the ammo shortage, and it's here. It's definitely here, but it hasn't hit all calibers, and not all calibers have recovered from the last ammo shortage. So this video, we're specifically going to talk about the calibers themselves that are going to be affected first, second, third, fourth, etc. I'm going to start off by saying that I do believe that hunting calibers never really resolved themselves. I mean, I know they're on the shelves, but I don't believe for the most part they ever resolved. So I'm going to kind of put those aside for a second. We'll talk about those at the end. But what I'm going to say, you're going to find the shortage we're dealing with right now, not that I predict will be next, but right now, is 5.56 and 2.23 ammo. This one is simply missing. People cannot order it anymore. It's one that, you might find it, don't get me wrong, but it's not getting restocked anytime soon. And we've made videos on why this is happening. A lot of it has to do with Lake City. Vista Outdoors just sold all their factories. Mixed with Hornady just exploded a factory. So, there's a lot of variables going on why. But right now we know that 5.56 is missing. Those are other videos, but 5.56 is missing. And quickly following it, which is already becoming scarce, is 9mm. Now I want you to kind of make note that those are the two most popular calibers in America. You got the most popular rifle caliber missing, and now you have the most popular handgun caliber almost gone as well. And again, a lot of that has to do with Lake City Ammo Plant, the U.S. Army stopping civilian production. So of course those are going to be the first two to dry up, because those are the two that they pumped out of that factory that they're not pumping out, at least for civilians anymore. They're just doing it for themselves now. So 5.56 and 9mm. Now I believe that 12 gauge is coming next. 12 gauge is going to come next because it's one of the hottest home defense calibers on the planet, or cartridges, so to say, not really a caliber, but 12 gauge is definitely coming next. 12 gauge is coming next because it already was barely scraping by, and in addition to that, with a lot of the reasons we aforementioned, 12 gauge is absolutely coming next. Then I believe what will be after that, all at the same time. So you have 5.56 missing now, 9mm almost missing, 12 gauge coming next. But I believe that there'll be three that'll all kind of happen at the same time, and that's going to be revolver ammo, like 357, 38 special, even 45 long Colt for that matter. Those three combined with 380 ACP combined with Wildcat cartridges are all going to be next, following 12 gauge. And then after that is going to be, more hunting ammo missing. So there you go. That's how I believe it's going to play out. You got 5.56 missing now, followed by 9mm, followed by 12 gauge, followed by Wildcat, revolver, and 380 ACP, followed by hunting ammo. And really, it just kind of goes downhill from there. I don't foresee a 22 LR shortage. I hope I'm correct in that, but I don't necessarily foresee that because there's nothing really heavily involved in 22 LR like it used to be. But there you go. That's what I predict it's going to play out in that order. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put it below. Would like to take a moment. Please consider being a patron of this channel. It greatly increases our ability to get our messages out as YouTube suppresses that. That link is below. The most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, so never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.